Hi guys, welcome to my video review and comparison for the Disney Store exclusive Star Wars Darth Vader Lightsaber. Videos on the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder channel are intended for audiences of 13 and above. Hi guys, as always, I am the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder and welcome to my channel where I like to review Star Wars toys that have been released in the last 40 odd years, including Nerf blasters, Hasbro toys, Disney Store exclusives like this, and much more. So if that sounds interesting, now would be a great time to click that subscribe button, and it really does support the channel. Today I'm looking at this Disney Store exclusive lightsaber. It was released in 2019, and I do believe you can pick it up still in some of the Disney parks, especially Euro Disney in France. And this is probably the cheapest way to pick up a lightsaber in those parks. You can see there's the front of the packaging, and it's packaged quite unusually for a lightsaber. You can see there the blade's detached, and that's obviously the main selling point of this lightsaber, that the blade does detach. So you can see there's the hilt. It has a clip as well, so you can clip it to your belt, and there is the blade. You can push the button, and you get some brief sound effects, but no light effects on the Try-Me mode. There's a picture of the back, and obviously the front. So let's open this up and we get a bit of a better look at it. Now here is the blade outside the box, and it actually looks really nice. I think a lot of these toy lightsabers are ruined by the actual blade sticking out. Even when you fold them down, usually you can still see a bit of it. So I quite like the fact that there's nothing on the top, so it is just the hilt. I've measured the hilt and it's 10.5 inches, so it's definitely undersized. But I still think for an adult, it looks okay. It looks okay in my hand. It doesn't look too small or anything. And for a child, it's definitely appropriate. It's a really good feel lightsaber. It's got some good heft to it. Now the on and off switch is hidden just there. It's sort of tucked away quite nicely, so you don't see it too much. Now, obviously, when I push the button, it switch up. So at the moment it's on Try-Me mode, so we get a couple of seconds of noise. Now if you push it all the way to the bottom, that should turn it on. Now when I push the button, it doesn't turn it on because there's no blade attached, which is a really great feature actually. It just makes this sort of whirring noise, like the lightsaber won't start. So I think that's a really good idea. Once you put the blade in, then it lights up, and we'll do that in a second. You can see there's a speaker at the bottom, so that's where the sound comes out. And just some other features as well. These bits here are actual rubber, so these, unlike this which is hard plastic, these bits are rubber, so it feels quite nice in your hand actually. They're quite soft and not squishy, but there's definitely some give in them, so that's actually quite nice to hold. Really good. Now let's get the blade. I think I've just put it, oh, where's it? Here we go. So here's the blade. So now once you put the blade in, you can feel it clips down. There you go. Once you've got your blade in, there you go. I can fit it all in the screen. There's the blade in there. So that looks quite nice. Oops. Kind of was expecting it to do some. I wonder if I haven't quite got this in there yet. Ah, there we go. So I didn't quite have the blade in correctly then. So what you have to do is almost put it in, push it all the way down, and then turn it, and then that locks it in. Now once it's locked in, then we can get some sound effects. We get the vibration whenever it hits something, which you get in most lightsabers nowadays. But actually, I think for a cheap lightsaber, the actual LEDs in this look quite nice. You can see where they are, so there's obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, there's about 22 different lights there, and you can sort of see the space in between them. But you know, I still think for a kid's lightsaber, that is the better way to go than just having one light at the bottom shining up, because this at least keeps a constant light. Even though there's breaks in it, there's a constant light going along, so it's not really light at the bottom and then it slowly wears out, which is a lot of the kids' lightsabers have. So I think that looks pretty great. And obviously once you take the blade out, the lightsaber does turn itself off. There's the bit that fits onto your buckle, or onto your belt buckle I should say. So that just clips on there and you fit that over your belt, and that actually feels like it would hold it really well. That's quite a nice. That's obviously this is just plastic, but that fit is really quite firm, so that won't fly off even if you're jumping up and down quite a lot. That's quite good. Now, to get a better scale of what this looks like with someone in a Darth Vader costume, I'm going to put on my costume and wave this around outside for a little bit, and you guys can see what it looks like. So here we go. And obviously with every lightsaber, you have to turn all your lights off just so people can see how bright the lightsaber is. And there you go, you can see it's actually quite a good brightness. It is not completely lighting up the room, but definitely lighting up my face. And my hands, yeah, it's got quite a nice glow to it. Yeah, not bad at all. A couple of comparisons. First of all, we'll look at this lightsaber and compare it to this one. And this is the previous Disney Store exclusive Darth Vader lightsaber, and it's exactly the same lightsaber, but just this one at the bottom has doesn't have a removable blade, and the top one is the most recent one, which we're looking at today, which does have a removable blade. And they're exactly the same lightsaber, the same detailing on there. The only major difference, really, if I go a bit closer, you can see the bit that clips to your belt. On the removable blade version, you can see it's black, and on the non-removable one, you can see it's grey. But apart from that, it's exactly the same lightsabers. And you can see the blades look quite similar. If anything, I'd say the new one has got a slightly brighter blade. But yeah, not much in it. And next we'll compare it to the Dark Saber, which was recently released by Hasbro. You can sort of see they're similar sort of lengths. They're both around 34 inches, so to give you some sort of size comparison. But yeah, they look quite nice together. Quite noisy. So my final thoughts on the Darth Vader lightsaber, and definitely positive. I think this thing's got a lot of things going for it. It's probably one of the best lightsabers you can pick up on a budget. So this thing cost me, I think it's like £23–24, which is really cheap when it comes to some lightsabers. And I think it looks pretty good. You know, the hilt is obviously quite cheap looking, but it's got all the detail on there. It's got this blade which hasn't just got the light at the bottom shining up. It's got lights all the way up, and I think that's quite a good way to do it. It's obviously not the biggest blade, but I think it fits an adult okay. And the fact that you can remove that blade so quickly, you know, and you can store this in your backpack. You can walk around with this on your belt, and it's got that attachment as well, so it's easy to fit on your belt. And that, you know, walking around with that on your belt makes you feel like a Jedi. That's really nice, or a Sith, I should say. And you know, it's so easy to connect that blade again, and there you go. And it's really durable. You know, the kids want to whack you in the face, you know, the lightsaber won't break, which is a really good thing. You know, if you hit that against the wall, you won't feel like you've lost any money, because again, this thing's really cheap. So I definitely recommend picking up this lightsaber. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, may the foam-flinging force be with you. And there is the lightsaber on its new home. Most impressive. Greetings, Exalted One. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you these two videos. Both are about Star Wars weapons and will serve you well. Until next time, may the foam-flinging force be with you.